Hello everyone, for today's video I have a build that consists of the most damaging, or rather most, if not all, of the most damaging key-based supers and key-based ultimate attacks that are currently in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 as of version 1.08.00, not version 1.07.00 as I mentioned in the strike-based version of this moveset. So, like I just mentioned, this is going off of my strike-based one, and like what I mentioned in that video, I just simply do not have the time to go and test every single key-based super and ultimate to see which does the most damage. I have a good idea of most of them, but I'm not 100% sure with like the top 4 and like the top 2 ultimates. Just mentioning this now in case someone says, oh, what about this, this and this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure those would work. But for this video, I came up with a moveset that I'm pretty damn happy with, and we can all agree on two things here. Firstly, like the attacks will do some pretty damn disgusting damage, and secondly, like the attacks, regardless of what you think, they are definitely up there with the best key-based attacks in the game as of right now. So this comment was left by, or rather like the suggestion for like the initial blueprint was suggested by, and I'm sure I'm going to completely butcher this name, so I do apologise in advance, but this was suggested by Cesaro Hikari. Yeah, I apologise. So very quickly, 4 supers: the Kaioken Kamehameha, Perfect Shot, the Big Bang Kamehameha, and Focus Flash. 2 ultimates: the Divine Wrath Purification and Meteor Burst, Transformation, Super Vegeta, and he doesn't mention an evasive here, but I did decide to go for Special Beam Blast. So going into the first battle for this video, as you guys just saw from the intro where I showed off the moveset, you may have saw that in the top right, like a little bit after I showed the comment, it said that a new event is on, and what that event was the first ever merged Zamasu or fused Zamasu. Them both correct terminologies, I guess. Again, whatever you call them, it's all good. But that was the first ever time that event came to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, by the time this video goes up, I'm pretty sure that event will be over if everything goes to plan, like when I upload it and stuff like that. Just keep that in mind, but I just thought it was quite funny how I was able to capture that, maybe, I don't know. But I just thought that was kind of funny how I was able to, I guess, like, capture like the first ever time that event was on, maybe, I don't know. I think the reward for that is the Golden Turtle Hermit suit, the Mr. Dynamite, or the Dr. Deluxe outfit, the official one. So yeah, so this guy, well, these are all going to be a mix between playing matches and rank battles with limitations turned off, so levels and super effects take effect and stuff like that. So this is a rank battle, I believe, with limitations turned off, and I laughed then because he flew into my attack after he was safe. Kind of funny. So this guy looked like he's like what, level 80? Sorry, level 95, I think. Go for the angle explosion there. Like, how much key do I have? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9, well, just under 10. I don't think it's exactly 10. I think it's just under. Like, damn, like, yeah, and obviously for this video, I did decide to change my stats, so I have 125 points in, and I get a very disrespectful Special Beam Blast evasive win there. But I decided for this video to change my stats, so I have 125 points in all 3 stats of Key Blast Supers, of course, and Stamina, and minus point, well, rather 0 points in Health, Basic Attack, and Strike Supers, and my QQ Bank, as you guys saw, gives me plus points, maximum plus points in Key Blast Supers, and Stamina, and of course minus points in Health, Basic Attack, and Strike Supers, just for I've mentioned that. And also, guys, I have absolutely no idea how I've made any of my QQ bands. I made them, like, I think the first week or the first month or something like that when Xenoverse 2 actually came out. I just have no idea, I can't remember. I may have a video on my Unlisted channel as Unlisted of me just like making them that I didn't use. But, I may have wanted to use it for something, but I didn't. Again, asking me what, how I made a certain QQ bang, I have absolutely no idea. I do apologise. Now, the supers I'm using, the get serious, would you? It's the Vegeta one. It was from DLC 5/Extra Pack 1. I forget which Parallel Crest it was, but it's from like 1/5 from that update. And if I remember correctly, it temporarily boosts. Right, yeah, it's game at this point. Like, damn, like I had like 1.5 bars of key left over. If you guys saw that, watch carefully. But basically, this super soul, whenever I get a perfect block, also known as a cheeky just guard, whenever I get a perfect block, it will temporarily increase the damage of my key-based skills, so key-based supers and key-based ultimates. So this guy picks an Namekian. Now, I wasn't taking this guy that seriously because I really wanted him to go for the giant Namekian form because no one used it. I can't remember the last time I actually battled someone that actually used it against me. Like, I've used it more against opponents when I've been on like Ada Maya or another Namekian, like, what was it? and Niriaza, I don't know his name, from Dragon Ball Super, like Universe, what is it, 4, like that guy, episode 121. The latest episode of Super, you know, the Japanese version, as of when this video is uploaded. Yeah, it's like I use it more than it's used against me, which is a bit of a shame. And that's saying something, given that, like, what, 99.9% of the time I use my male same avatar. So here, I'm not taking him that seriously. Again, I'm just trying to bait him into going for his transformation. Well, you know, rather turn giant, or what his transformation is. Spoilers, he doesn't go for it. I don't believe he goes for any transformation at all, so I just don't know what he's running. He does, I mean, he has a somewhat decent amount of stamina, but it's not anything mind-blowing. So there, he goes for Perfect Shot. Yeah, for my moves there, I'm running Perfect Shot, times 10 Kamehameha, the Big Bang Kamehameha, and Vanishing Ball, 2 ultimates, as you guys saw, the Divine Wrath Purification, and Angry Explosion, Super Beam Blast, well, special, if I can say for a third time properly, Special Beam Blast as my evasive, and of course, for my transformation, I am running Super Vegeta. Okay, yeah, I mean, the guy said, like, who is it? Cesaro Hikari, again, I probably for butchering the name. Like I said, he was like a blue, like a bit of a, like, what was it, a blueprint, if I can say that as well. So yeah, like right here, I'm just thinking, like, I really want to go for his transformation, and here I was just trying to post, like, everything he was doing. Didn't work out, so I do have Flashing Red Health, therefore I have the Zenkai boost now. Max Ki and almost max stamina for the Aura Burst. Yeah, I mean, didn't work, so I'm thinking, you know what? He's probably not going to go for it, so I should just defeat him now. If he did go for it, I think I would be able to just completely destroy his, you know, his mechanic form, or rather his stamina, by going for a, like, what, a 10-bar version of Angry Explosion that would just completely destroy his stamina. But would that really be worth it? Because, you know, he will get a stamina reset. You know, don't get me wrong, I'd rather painful stamina reset, but it still would knock him out of his giant Namekian form. And a moveset that I've been wanting to do now since, like, I first started this series was, well, is rather, like an anti-giant Namekian preset, or rather like a giant Namekian or super Namekian Slayer build. The only problem with that is that I think for that to be a good video, I'll need to only fight people who use the giant Namekian form, and because no one ever uses it, it's, you know, it's kind of pointless. Like, what I'd have in there is what to begin with, like Super Ki Explosion, After Image, Maximum Charge, maybe Super Guard, something like that. Or data input, because I haven't seen this yet, but I've heard rumours that data input will protect against, or rather like evade, you know, strikes from the giant Namekian form, and I think it was the Purification form as well. Not entirely sure. I mean, the reason why I'm not entirely sure is because I just simply haven't got to test it out. So yeah, I break his guard there. I think I tried to go for, like, what was it, Divine Wrath into the big, well, the Warp Big Bang coming apart, and they both failed. Goes for a few, what was it, burst rushes, I don't know, I don't care. So yeah, go for the Perfect Shot there after I send him flying back into the Warp Big Bang coming apart. Doesn't work, fantastic. I'm thinking, should I go for Stamina Reset? I don't think I do. No, because I've got a bit of Stamina, you know, recovered now. It'll probably be, I guess, like, more effort than it's worth. So there, I do break his guard, go for a bit of a combo, send him flying away into the Vanishing Ball, and that is game. Very nice. Okay, so going into the next battle for this video, who's this guy going to pick? I want to say Super Saiyan Blue Goku. No, it's his Freezer Race, level 89. Reverse Mimikyu Senko, and I forget what his other ultimate is. I mean, it's just on the screen, I forget what it is. I do believe he's also running the Turn Golden Force, that's pretty nice. Yeah, and I'm kind of, well, I'm not really annoyed, but it's just feels a bit gutting. Like, the first fight I actually had with this build, I forget the guy's name, but he picked, if I remember, it was, well, it was Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, but I think it was his second preset. I'm not entirely sure, and I was just perfect blocking everything. Like, I did save the footage on, you know, PS4 and upload to my Unlisted channel just to archive it. Look what I do with Mars fighting now, it's like somewhat important. But my capture card, I have no idea what it was doing. It didn't freeze or like glitch out to like artifact or like spasm or anything like that. It just wouldn't save, like, if that makes sense. Well, it does make sense. Like, it happened, I used flashback recording, which basically means you can record after it's happened as long as you've not saved over it. I did that. Look, I do it all the time, but I'd say like 99.9% of like the footage I record on Xenoverse 2 is from flashback recording. Yeah, Angry Explosion there. Kind of a waste. He goes for his giant form there, he's got plenty of time to go for it. But basically, after the fight happened, I rewound the footage to then save it. It saved, but it didn't really save. Like, it wouldn't finish saving, I guess, I don't know. So there, I'll break his guard. And going back a little bit now, as I went for that Big Bang Kamehameha, he went for the fully charged Golden Form Ki Blast. And it basically absorbed it, which is pretty nice. Well, it absorbed in the sense that, well, it's more like a shield. It didn't absorb it because it didn't give you any sort of benefit, like a boost, anything. So I do know that the Big Bang Kamehameha can absorb some attacks, but it's just very nice there how it came up and protected me. So there he goes for a reverse Mega Senko, and a second one right there. Yeah, he just wasted 6 bars of ki, and I kind of almost made a mistake there. I mean, I went for a throw, and I think it was like maybe like what, half a second sooner or faster, right? Sooner. Putting on a shirt. If I was half a second faster, that may have activated the reverse Mega Senko, and I would have. I don't think it would have defeated me, but it would have really stung. So yeah, there I do defeat him. Very good game for that guy. It was actually a really fun fight. So going into the final battle for this video, has this guy picked Super Saiyan Blue Goku? I think he does. Yeah, preset 2. So Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20. Okay, very nice. Yeah, I mean, I think this guy's not weird, but he's just a bit strange like what he would do. I'm not entirely sure. So, okay, again, given I've got a ton of ki, or rather I have the potential to get like what? I mean, let's just say 10 bars ki just to round up, because it's more like 9 bars and 9 tenths, I don't know, but yeah. I was thinking, well, should I run the Bronze Super Soul to get max ki to begin with? But I think, well, I think with the Bronze Super Soul, well, of course it gives you max ki to begin with, but I also think as a sort of second, or like a, sort of passive effect of that Super Soul, it reduces all damage taken by a small amount. There you go to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. I'll go for the perfect shot, and because he had no stamina, pretty much no stamina, that was more than enough to break his guard, just completely smash his guard right there. Very nice. I'll go for the times 10 Kamehameha. I let go of the, I guess like the charge just before it would have warped, because I think if I warped it, it may not have hit him, or something like that. I don't know, but in a moment, it will be game. There he goes for a bit of a combo into the Super Kamehameha. Very questionable if that should have hit me or not. I mean, it doesn't matter. There he goes for a second Super Kamehameha. That gives me plenty of time just to go for the homing dash to, of course, break his guard. And guys, it is going to be game here. Fantasy Ball misses. Yeah, I go for a perfect shot, and he just can't do anything at that point, and that is game. I think the reason why he went for that second Super Kamehameha there was because the first time he hit me. So maybe he was thinking, oh, it worked the first time, maybe it's going to work the second time, I don't know, but his mistake. Guys, with that being said, thank you ever so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.